Propaganda's role in genocide. What is lying? Lying, or the intent to deceive someone by the uttering of false statements, it can take many forms. One form of lying is propaganda. Propaganda, just as lying, is used to deceive individuals, which can cause an enormous amount of damage to a society. How? It can provoke a genocide by making people think that whatever they're doing is okay. About propaganda. Propaganda is biased information that is used to manipulate, promote, or brainwash people into believing an opinion. Propaganda is a well-known mechanism that is even used today, either through news stations, novels, or seminars. This mechanism is a dangerous instrument that can be used to justify a cause such as genocide. Thesis statement. Propaganda plays a role in genocide by deceiving individuals and brainwashing their perspectives on race and religion. Delusion and race. What could possibly motivate one race to kill off another? The answer is propaganda. Through propaganda, people use different means of lying. One example includes delusion. As Stephanie Erickson from The Ways We Lie defines, delusion uses the mind's ability to see things in ways to support what it wants to be the truth. For example, Tutsi have dominated Rwanda's government. However, the Hutus blame the entire Tutsi population for the country's increasing social, economic, and political pressures. Strictly speaking, the Hutus were using delusion to cover the facts with excuses. The Hutus did not want to admit that there could be other factors causing harm to their society, but instead they blamed the country's faults on the Tutsi people. How propaganda affected the Rwanda genocide. The article, Rwanda Genocide, 100 Days of Slaughter, illustrates this propaganda when it states the Hutus set up radio stations and newspapers which had broadcasted hate propaganda, insisting people to weed out the cockroaches. Evidence includes priests and nuns murdering refugees and husbands murdering wives. Propaganda, lies, and religion. In the Armenian genocide, people used a different means of lying. One example includes protective lies. According to the essay The Truth About Lying by Judith, they lie not for the personal gain, but they believe it's for the good of the person they're lying to. For example, the Ottoman Empire, or Turkey nowadays, demonstrates this by being paranoid that the Christian Armenians will join Christian governments. The empire responded by giving the Muslim Turks protective lies, saying that if no one took charge now, the Muslims would go down. How propaganda affected the Armenian genocide. The Armenian Journey, a story of an Armenian genocide, had propaganda labeled Armenians as outcasts, or people who didn't have the right to say in the empire because of their religion. The Muslim Turks wanted the empire to be only a Muslim sanctuary. As propaganda expanded, so did the brainwashing of other Muslim Turks. Around the area, other Muslim Turks started to believe that Armenians were in fact infidels. Propaganda also labeled Armenians as outcasts, or people who didn't have the right to stay in the empire because of their religion. Conclusion. Overall, the only way to prevent propaganda is to be more aware. Let's learn from our history so that we can prevent our past mistakes. Lying can come in many different forms, one of which includes propaganda. Propaganda is no different than lying. This mechanism is so sly and so slick that it can go unnoticed through individuals' eyes, changing their perspectives and bringing harm to a community such as a genocide. The end.